Mark Zuckerberg. Let's start the show off what everybody wants to hear about. Um, Mark Zuckerberg.
Heard of him?
This guy's a legend.
Heard of him?
Techno Putin, he's on
So
fire.
a few days ago, Threads rolls out, and it is a pretty much clone of Twitter. Very similar type of situation. And it took the world by storm. I believe now it has over 100 million users.
Correct.
With no signs of slowing down. Obviously, Elon Musk was extremely disturbed about this, threatened a lawsuit. I don't know if the lawsuit actually went through yet or not, but has threatened the lawsuit, has made some interesting comments on Twitter about Mark Zuckerberg.
Indeed.
Indeed, to say the least.
Indeed.
We thought Adam 22 was salty and Keke Palmer boyfriend was mad. Who do you think was more upset this week, Elon or Keke Palmer's boyfriend?
Neck and neck.
Pause.
I'm gonna go with her boyfriend. He lost it all.
Elon is irate. When you threaten to sue a day into a new product being released, you are in trouble.
No, it's game, set, match. So the question now, it's a variety of different questions, but one of the questions is Twitter over. So here's my take on this. I think that Twitter's in a lot of trouble. Earn your leisure, we've been on Twitter since 2019. I believe we have 90,000 followers. So in 4 years, we were able to climb. In 4 years, we were able to climb up to get 90,000 followers. Been on Threads since when they come out? Thursday,
yeah, Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay, let's say 5 days. We've been on Threads for 5 days. We currently have 100,000 followers. So what took us 4 years on Twitter took us 4 days on Threads. Now, me personally, I'm not loyal to any social media platform. I have not gotten paid from any social media platform, although I do think that an endorsement from Meta would be appropriate at this point.
I've been working on it.
Have not received the check yet. So I don't really have any dog in this fight, but I am in business and I do understand that you go where you get the most traction. It's common sense. So it's common sense. You go where the block is hot. And we have gotten more traction on Threads in 4 days than we've gotten in 4 years on Twitter. Which one do you think we'll give more attention to? We'll still be on Twitter because it's free. Why not? But that's Twitter's fault for not properly enhancing the algorithm, for not spreading the message, for not doing a variety of different things. Now, Threads is an interesting situation because, of course, they have a competitive advantage that Twitter doesn't have, which is Instagram and Facebook. So I've said this from the beginning. It's easier to build one company off the back of another company. It's the shoulder strategy.
Yep.
So now they build Instagram, they build Facebook. They build Facebook first, right? Then they buy Instagram. Then comes WhatsApp. Now they have a portfolio of social media platforms. They push people directly over from Instagram to Threads. They make it a very seamless sign up process. You keep
your number.
You keep your same name. Only thing you got to do is just, log in. That's it. And then the Threads actually even go straight to Instagram if you want them to as well. Make it extremely easy for people to do it, right? That gives them a competitive advantage. Of course, they can manipulate the algorithm. This is what all these social media platforms do. The first 6 months is maximum exposure. TikTok did it the same way, where they're going to give you maximum exposure. They're going to give you reach because they want people to sign up. Of course, it's going to be discouraging if you put something up and nobody likes it. So now you put something up and engagement is crazy and everybody's like happy about it, right? And then at some point in time, they'll probably limit that. They'll cut that part off. But your goal as
like 1.5 billion people, they'll start to throttle it.
Yeah, your point as an entrepreneur is to maximize anything free for as long as you can possibly use it. So right now it's free exposure, it's free now. Then they say, okay, if you end your profile, you got to cut your Instagram profile off as well. So nobody's going to delete their profile because why would you want to do that? This at some point in time may go down as the death blow for Twitter. We'll see, but I just don't see the advantage of Twitter when Twitter is actually the same thing as Instagram, but with so many more advantages now that Instagram is partnered with Thread. They go hand in hand. So why would they have to go to a whole different platform and not reach a lot of people and do a variety of different things, where now you can pretty much just go next door? It's like being in the same house. Would you rather live in the same house and go next door for your closet, or would you want your closet on a completely different street?
That's more modern.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
Instagram has done this variety of different times. When Vine was popular, they introduced videos and killed Vine. When Snapchat was at its peak, they introduced Reels. Snapchat really hasn't been the same since. Still around, but it's not thriving. It's not a major threat. When TikTok came out, they took TikTok's format, started doing those videos, and Snapchat was the stories.
Stories, yeah.
Snapchat, they took the stories
and the animations inside of the
TikTok.
post.
TikTok was the Reels. They did Reels. TikTok's still around.
It is.
Not sure if it's as popular as it was before, but it's still around. But Reels have helped Instagram. Now they have done the same thing with Twitter. They have a history of copying and taking what's popular with no apology, with very few changes to it, and adding it to his portfolio. And like I said, it's easier because now the user would rather use all of these different things instead of one. This is the only time where they've created an actual new platform. All those other platforms are actually just integrated into Instagram.
The technology.
But yeah. But I think that it's an extremely impressive feat. I've been championing Meta for a long time. I said that Meta was not dead, and now it has climbed 150% over the last 6 months. And I think at some point in time, you have to have a conversation that Mark Zuckerberg, I believe, is one of the greatest CEOs of all time.
We're placing in top 10 or top 20?
I'm not sure, but he's up there because I mean, the criticism is that he doesn't innovate. Well, neither did Steve Jobs. So as a leader, you don't have to. Steve Jobs didn't. None of those ideas were his ideas.
The iPhone was his idea.
Some people say that it wasn't. There's data out there that said that it wasn't. But regardless, most of the ideas that made Apple successful were not his ideas. He was a great businessman, though, and a great marketer. So you don't necessarily have to come up with original ideas to be a great leader. You have to have your company reign supreme. And Facebook has reigned supreme for over a decade. And the metaverse didn't seem like it worked out. Didn't let that phase them. Stayed focused. Didn't listen to outside critics. And reinvented the company once again. Extremely impressive feat. One of the highest grossing revenues of all time. Top 10 company when it comes to market capitalization of all time. I don't think that he gets enough credit. And he's faced a tremendous opposition. He's faced opposition from Apple. He's faced opposition from the U.S. government. He's faced opposition from Elon Musk. And he survived it. So that's my take on the situation. I think that Threads is here to stay.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to follow us on our threads and follow Ian on his thread account. And I think that there's one other thing that they took OnlyFans model as well. So now they have the subscription for Instagram. We'll see that. And we just started our subscription. What we're going to do with our subscription is just kind of stuff that we can't say on. Yeah, stuff that we can't say publicly. So like I put a something up on our Earn Your Leisure subscription, which I can't say that publicly. It's inside something that people might it's a little delicate situation. So that's how I think we're going to use it. But it's interesting. So yeah, subscribe to our subscriptions. So they've also took OnlyFans model as well. They did a good thing with that because they said we're not going to charge anything for it, at least for the first time. So now they're going to try to get all the creators to come in. It's commission free. They're running one of the most impressive business models of all time while capturing everybody's data. Almost a third of the world's population, capturing their data. They've mastered the free model, selling information, selling advertisement, and they've done it at an extremely high level. There you have it. I rest my case.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.